Hello, this is CDs. Welcome back to another Mario Maker 2 video, clearing more Uncleared 2021 levels. I think we're around 20,000 left. Starting off on 3D World, this is probably the easiest level this video. But I made it more difficult on myself. Clear condition, you can't take damage. Pointless clear condition. It would not have mattered if you did. I do boot this one right away because I feel like that's a death door. Maybe. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. You go in that pipe before you know, and you come out, you get killed. It's kind of a troll. Bunch of springs on top of icicles over here. Turns out if you just, I don't know if I do it right away, or if ever, but if you just run past them, I actually kind of want to see what's down here because I hadn't looked. Oh, you know, I was playing with that and then they all fall, and then I realized this looks like it might have started as a remake of the title screen level. I don't know if it is or not. They would have had to remove a lot of stuff, so maybe they just designed it after that. There's a subworld. Yeah, this one I should have beat pretty quick, but there was something I didn't realize. Car is pretty pointless. I use it to kill these piranha plants just because you don't really need to, but easier that way. I see some propeller power-ups here anyway. Thought I'd carry the spring, but you can't carry that with the propeller power-up. The propeller box would make you drop it. So we go over here. Got some bullet bill power-ups. Got a big brick wall, some thwomps, a warp box. I go under here to see what's there. You see the warp box is gonna kill me. But I've come down to this area and I can't get back up with the bullet box. So we're just gonna start over. I should have beat this one like almost instantly. The bullet power up pointless. I didn't see it the first time. Maybe I don't for a minute here either. Yeah, I know that box is gonna kill me. I can't imagine that not killing me. But here I kind of see it that there's bullet boxes over here, and I did not notice that. It didn't go down there the first time. So I'm like, oh, maybe I can get past these guys, but like. Here's my thought. I thought I couldn't do what I end up doing, which we'll see in a minute. But my assumption was that he had a hammer power up somewhere, so I could kill these thwomps. And I almost do what I need to do half a dozen times in this life. Yeah, my assumption was, and I was looking all over the program too, because I assumed he had a hidden hammer power up. I thought that might be the only way to get past these guys. I'm just gonna make sure that this is what I assume it is, and it is. It kills me. I almost gave up on this level, really, but I did this on accident. 100% on accident. But you can shoot into that pipe. I didn't think you could get into that pipe with that shot. I thought for sure that wouldn't work. I thought the thwomps were in the way, and that's basically the level. I guess you could get crushed by these blocks if you're not careful, but they're pretty easy to avoid as well. They're not. There's only one I think that's actually flying around. I think that could crush you. Yeah, nice maze. What's the point of this? I spent a while trying to figure this level out, and I was about to quit, and then I accidentally shot into that pipe, and that's all it was. Very dumb. Bad level, and me being a dummy. It's very simple. Yeah, it's got a 4% clear rate, so it's not even a super expert level. We're gonna just go backwards through time here. The 3D or the new Super Mario Bros. U level is probably the. I don't know if it is the hardest. Actually, the Super Mario Bros. 1 level was pretty damn difficult. This one is a really long clear condition level, and the design of this level is just terrible. There's a lot of damage boosting, which is fine, but and there's actually a lot of power-ups too, so I didn't realize how many there were at first. It took me a while. There was one that was hidden in plain sight. But he has you enter doors on these flying munchers, which isn't quite as easy as it looks. Yeah, we're in the the airship at night theme right now, which I really like, even though it bobs up and down. You gotta be really careful when you use that theme to not put stuff too near the bottom or the top of the screen, because it makes it very hard to see, and a lot of people think they're really funny to put like platforming at the very bottom of the screen or very top. So we got to get in that door. I don't know that right now, but there is a fire flower over here. But I did like look downward at first, and there's nothing down there. So I'm like, oh, this door I have to enter. I assumed that there was a hidden block there. That's why I jumped up next to the muncher. Then I was like, okay, well, I have to enter on the muncher, but he goes so high that you have to get it on the way up or the way down, or else you lose the power up. So you have to kind of get on it right before he jumps and then hold it up, which is really annoying. I don't know if there was a better way he could have done that, but I really don't like that setup. Makes it harder than it needs to be. So, and he has that several more times right here, and I only have the mushroom right now. What I did not realize, and I'll find it later, is that up the pipe that I came in the room at, there is, I hit myself. So now I don't have a power up. Now I think I'm done. I think I'm screwed. So I think I have to get here with that mushroom or else. And I didn't leave enough time for that pipe to give me a mushroom. It's a green pipe, which is the second slowest pipe after blue. You get into this first door. So you see I need 2 pink coins, 2 red coins. I'm gonna need to get both of those. You do want to take, I don't know why he gives you a fire flower. He gives you a fire flower for the way back, but you do have to not have it here, or else you can't really get through here. This is the first, there's basically the first 2 doors have red coins, and then the third one is the clear condition, which is the Morton fight, or the Ludwig fight. And this level would have been so much better if he had some sort of checkpoint system, because it's way too long to have a clear condition. There's tons of places where you get soft locked in this level too. You can probably see some to the left, you know, if you're not fast enough with the P-switch. And of course, it's a clear condition level, so there's no checkpoint, so it's not technically a soft locked. But it's very annoying to fail and be screwed like that. You'll see the far worse soft locks in the future. At this point, I realized, well, I'm gonna get a fire flower up here anyway, so yeah, you definitely want to grab the fire flower. You'll see right this life that I avoid taking damage from the muncher, but usually I would forget and fall right on the muncher. But I did realize that can't shoot the buzzies, of course. We'll enter the second door. The third door is Ludwig. This room is a mess. It's very confusing, but yeah, there's another piece which down there. I'll get the fire flower. I think I need it. I need to get up here, and here's the second red coin. 2 blocks above, there's a semi-solid, and you can't get out of it. The semi-solid goes out. He doesn't have a ceiling. I paused it to leave a comment about that, and I was like, nah, never mind. Like I said, it's not really a soft lock, because, and here I soft locked myself again, the second time, because the P-switch came out. It comes out of the yellow pipe. Third time, I accidentally re-entered this blue pipe instead of getting it. I don't know why I didn't just go back in. I should have. I go all the way around, which is silly, but I do that. Yeah, this door leads you back to this room. This level could have been okay. It's just here's where I figure out that there's a fire flower. It's the first time I saw that fire flower. I'm like, that's been there the whole time. So we're gonna go back. So yeah, at least I learned something with that useless re-entering of that door. Yeah, I could have just went right back in the pipe. Or no, do I go for the third? I don't realize I do need the key coins. But I do also need the P-switch for the Ludwig fight. You need to hit a on-off block, and it gives you infinite power-ups in this section, which makes it pretty pointless. Ludwig himself hits a P-switch that keeps coming out of that pipe, which, by the way, if the P-switch runs out and you don't have one, or, you know, you're again left for dead. If it runs out and those blocks reappear, you can't get another piece, which you're done. I don't know why he didn't just leave it open. So I grab a P-switch very intelligently, but I think I forgot that I did it, if I remember correctly. And I'm like, oh crap, I'm screwed, but I'm holding a P-switch, so it takes me a minute to figure it out. But yeah, I hit it. And I'm like, okay, well, now all I need is that other red coin. That's all I need. And then I could go to the right and get into this door. Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I forgot I never grabbed that red coin. I'm gonna go back to get a fire flower here. Get rid of that hammer, bro. The sledge, bro. Gotta go back to the second room. Do this over again, which it's not that hard. It's just stupid. You're racing against that P-switch timer. So I grab the coin, and then well, I'm here with the P-switch, right? I'll just hit it. Nope, I jumped too high, and I'm soft locked. I would have won, or at least gotten the key door. And I was pissed at this point. I'm like, I was gonna leave a comment before I leave a comment here. This is just garbage. I mean, come on, man. I hate when people use semi-solids and do that kind of shit where they forget that you can get stuck on top of it. Here's a sped up final clear, just to show you how long this level is. It's way too long for a clear condition level. Yeah, I should have utilized checkpoints. It's hardly the worst thing I've ever seen, but it's a mess. That soft lock situation just really pisses me off. It's like, come on. First door, easy enough. You gotta take damage though. You don't wanna. You could do this without doing that, but it would be very difficult to get through this section when you're large. You gotta take damage here anyway. It's the only real good way to do that. Gotta wait the P-switch out. You could probably get a P-switch from that room too, but it's easier just to do it from this room. Accidentally entered this door. See, I don't have the key coin. I did it again. I don't know why I don't just go back in that pipe. I get really afraid of this room because I kept getting soft locked. I got soft locked like 3 times. Okay, we got through it. I barely made it, but I got through it. Oh yeah, and then I need a P-switch for the Ludwig fight, so I do go back in the pipe that time. I'm not sure why I didn't before. Get a fire flower. Get back in here. I hate fighting bosses. The Koopalings in the low gravity sucks because it's so slow. But you will see Ludwig actually doesn't get killed by me. He gets killed by the P-switch blocks reappearing. So you see I take damage, but I go in the key door. I think I'm done. And no, I have to fight Bowser Jr. A hammer throwing Bowser Jr. too. In low gravity also, which sucks. And I get hit there, and I'm thinking, oh my god, I'm gonna die here. And the Sludge Brother comes down. Luckily, got killed by Bowser Jr. Almost jumped right into him before he came out of the shell. I got really close to losing again. I would have been very tilted. I was already very angry at this level. Yeah, bad level. Like, some good ideas, but, like, it's just too much garbage. It just doesn't work. I was reading the 0% Discord today, Team 0%, and they were telling a newcomer that joining Team 0% means signing up for playing terrible levels, and that is true. On the Super Mario World, this one is also pretty easy, but it's another one I almost gave up on because I couldn't figure out how to start it, really. The very first part's easy enough. It's a speedrun. It says it's a speedrun anyway, 100 seconds. You have the speedrun music right away. You go on this rocket ship. The pipe doesn't do anything. Go on this door. I don't know what this is supposed to symbolize, but there's like a rocket that you're going up on. I'm like, well, I didn't see anything else, so we'll go here. If you can go down, but it's just death. Now this part, this wiggler, this flying wiggler in this very small hallway, I'm like, how the hell do you get past that? Eventually, I realized you could jump over him, but you had to wait till he went downward. If you're staying on the floor, he'll eventually like curve downward, and you can go right through him. And then it's just a bunch of nothing for a while. You run for a very long time before you see anything else. And then there's a couple more wigglers, but they don't have wings, so you can run right under them. They're at an upper level, so you can run right under them. Couple of Magic Koopas. Here's another wiggler, a moon, which I assumed I needed. And then there's a couple more wigglers that are flying around. Here's the final run. It's a very easy level. It took me a long time to get past the first part, and then I accidentally re-entered that door. And then it took me a while to figure out how to get past the last wigglers. I kept thinking I needed the moon, but if you wait for it, it takes forever, and you're almost certain to miss it. Like, getting that moon in that small hallway is very difficult, if not impossible. It could be impossible. It's all about outmaneuvering them. That's all it is. I think I spawned the little one before I spawned the big one, which helped on this life. So yeah, I kind of inched my way forward. You see that guy? He's got, and then by the time the second one comes, that's all it is. That's all the level is. Very dumb level. Not ashamed to have booed that one. It's pretty late. That long section with nothing. I mean, come on. And you could have made the timer like at least a little more exciting. Yeah, I didn't boot that one till the end. But what? I mean, I saw what it was. Even I was actually looking in the program to see if there were hidden power-ups because I thought I couldn't get past that first wiggler. It took me a long time to figure that out. Not a long time. That only took me like 12 minutes total. Super Mario Bros. 3 level is okay-ish. I don't like this first room though. It's kind of cheap. And I don't think, if you saw that there weren't many tries on this one, I don't think anyone had ever gotten past this first room because I never saw any other X's. Yeah, I don't like that because it's really difficult. I mean, you're gonna die a few times trying to figure out the timing on this. At least twice. Yeah, eventually I would back all the way up, and my goal was to, as soon as the guy started coming up that last time, I would jump. There is a shelmet there. You hit that, you fall. This is another one I don't like because it's like every room you're gonna have to take a sec. You're gonna die a couple of times to figure out what's going on. There's not a lot of rooms though. You want the spring, not the shell, which you don't know. You gotta hit that and fall on this middle platform, the one with the wings, and then you have to make a perfect jump into that door, which is really tough. But you wanna basically edge jump, and by the time you get to the edge, you can't even see it because it's off the screen. So I died there more than any other place. If you hit this and fall right down, you can land back on that platform, and then you use the middle one again. It's very similar to the previous room. There is a throw icon there, but I had no idea. I mean, I followed it well, but I didn't know what I was doing, and then I realized I need a key from that Goomba, and he walks right off the cliff. You could have used anything else, honestly. Something that would turn around. If something with a key falls off a cliff, unless it's a Bowser certain things will die, but Goombas won't, and you can't reset the room, so you're screwed. Here I get the key. I lose my Shelmet, though. You don't need the Shelmet. I don't think he knew that... I don't think he thought that you could get the Shelmet, or... And then this part, I did look, so I knew that there was a key down here. Or maybe I've been here once before, and I just missed that life. I got the key, but I missed the platform. I was trying to pause buffer there. If you stay on this platform too long, Spring will shoot out of a cannon and knock you off. Really hard to avoid. You have to go in. As soon as you get the key, you have to jump. So we're going to watch a full run of this one, too. I think this level is okay. It's just unfair in a lot of ways. But it was reasonably fun to clear. So I think I do boo all of them this week. I usually do, don't I? I did give up on a Super Mario Bros. 3 level, this ridiculous Kaizo level. Very similar to this one, and then you had to learn every room. And it was just so long. I could, like, the upload time was 1:30, which it seemed like it was a much longer level than that. But it was very difficult, and it was very long. This one is at least not long. I think the when I beat it, it's like 38 seconds. It's what, 5 rooms? I just instantly jumped, so and then you can get in here. I think you could probably die in this next room if you don't run. But I'm not even sure. You might not be able to. It might push you over. And that's it. I don't know how many lives that took me, but it was a fair amount of time. It was like almost 30 minutes. It was difficult. The Super Mario Bros. 1 level coming up is the most difficult one, and it's an Undertale level. And I've bitched multiple times about Undertale levels. Like I said, I own Undertale. I bought it at one point. I will never play it because every Mario Maker 2 Undertale level is the biggest piece of shit on the planet. Of all the Undertale levels I've played, this isn't the worst, but he also cheats. You see, there's a fire flower behind this plant. I will play around with that. Buzzy Beetle and a Thwomp, but like, I want that fire flower. And I'm like, can I edge up to this guy and get it? I go up there to see if I can get up there, and there's a hidden block. That'll actually become really important later, but I didn't think about it for a long time. Here I'm gonna try to get that fire. I thought I could get it. I thought the fire flower would have a bigger hitbox than the plant, but no. They must be the same. So I'm like, okay, well that fire flower is just a tease. Like, what's up with these guys? And I didn't even do that on purpose. He gives me a cursed key, which means that Phanto is going to be following me. This is the crux of all. This room is nothing. He really should not have even included this, because there's nothing here. You can just run to the door. A lot of wasted time in this level. This is the level right here. You are in a small box, dodging Phanto. Eventually, things are going to come along these rails. And we have to dodge Phanto and dodge these things. And I'm like, are you freaking serious? That's not easy. That is a very difficult challenge. And these Buzzies are bad enough. Eventually, I think I get to it I think I get past these guys this life. There's 3 sections, basically, of enemies on these rails. The second section is some Buzzies, but also some springs, which can crush you against the wall. But anything hits me once, I'm dead anyway, because I don't have a power-up, right? I get knocked around a little, and I get knocked into a Buzzy Beetle. That time the Phanto didn't beat me. On this life, even though I had looked in the program, actually, at this point, I did that on accident. I never noticed that the Thwomp had a key. And I immediately realized that he was cheating, that he was not uploading this with the Phanto. I did notice you only need 1 key. You notice then when I got that second key, it disappeared. That means you only have 1 key during the level if that happens. So he was cheating. Killing the Buzzy is the more obvious thing to do. Of course, the hidden blocks, you're hiding shit. Well, so now I don't have to deal with Phanto, which should be easier, right? It's not easy. The first crop of enemies, easy enough. Even the second one's not too bad. You'll notice that there's Lakitus up above throwing, they're throwing whatever item is coming your way. First is the Buzzies. They don't do anything because they can't hit you. The second one throws a spring, and it can only throw one spring. So, that actually can be helpful because the third one comes along and starts throwing Hammer Brothers. That's the problem, man. And here I accidentally hit the one of the shells, but you'll notice that there's Hammer Brothers up above throwing hammers. So even sometimes the spring actually helps you there, because look at right there, it bounced off the spring. The Hammer Brother bounced off the spring. I think I get into the door this time. Yeah, I do get into the door this time. I got into this door several times. And here's a you have to climb up instantly. There's enemies waving back and forth, and there's cactuses coming up. So I got crushed by the spring there. I thought of something after a while, and it's like, what if I thought I tried this, but maybe I didn't. But if you hit that invisible block and go all the way to the end, and then go back, that enemy spawns above that. And you get the fire flower. And this is I had played this for like 45 minutes before I thought of this. It just occurred to me at a certain point. This is the way to do this. You can get that fire flower. And that one's at least not hidden. So I can't like get mad about that. The key in the thwomp is the cheap part. This level, like I said, it's not that bad. That's cheap. So now, and I think this is actually, is this the final life? It might not be. No, it's not. I'm going to show you basically how difficult it is to get through this. If you hit one of these guys, you're so effed. Because it's so hard to not keep hitting it. Luckily, it got crushed there, but I got crushed too, so. Harder to get through that spring section with the mushroom. Here, I've lost the fire flower already, and I'm at the Hammer Brothers section. We have to last until we get to the door, but there's a couple of Hammer Brothers throwing hammers above me, and I'm dead. So I do think I do show the whole run here. That vine section at the end, that's the final section of the level. You want to get there with a mushroom. At least a mushroom. I'm sure you could probably get there with the fire flower if you're really good, but if you get that far with the fire flower, you're already really, really good. It's hard not to get hit in some of these sections, though, especially the Hammer Brothers section. Just run through this part. You can get past this guy without getting hit. So yeah, the goal is to get to that vine room with the mushroom. Then we won. It's not very long, and I can take damage once, so easy enough, right? I do try to make the guy who throws the spring throw it in the middle. I don't think he does here. That way it gives you maximum amount of room for hitting the Hammer Brother if they bounce off of it. I'm gonna also try to stay towards the edge to make the guy throw the Hammer Brother off. I didn't succeed there. So here I lose my fire flower, and I did hit a Buzzy, and there are guys throwing hammers up above, but if I stay right under him, I'm okay. Can I get in that door before he hits me? Yep, I can. So here, I'm just gonna zoom up top. Use my iframes to get in this pipe, but that's all I need to do. There's this little bit more. This is stupid. I don't know if he thought I was gonna not swim or what. I don't know. Very dumb. Annoying level. Yeah, if you've made it this far, thanks so much for watching. Sorry I missed last week. I was a little busy and I didn't get a chance to play. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you when I see you, hopefully next week.